Hey, back to plan A. Maribel's going to speak first because he's actually off the clock right now. So. Excuse me. I'd like to welcome you all to our June meeting, which is our last meeting before our summer break. And so with that, I'm going to get right on over to Officer Maribel. Officer Maribel, how you doing?
Hello, sir. How you doing, everybody?
Doing well, doing well. I was taking a poll earlier. Everybody seems he's doing great.
Okay.
You look kind of refreshed. I guess you actually off today?
Yes.
well, hey,
yes.
And thank you even more than for being here with us.
There's no problem. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Go right on ahead, sir.
Okay. The crime stats for the last 30 days for the Patrol Service Area 605, we had a report of 25 crimes reported total. A year ago, we were at 36 crimes. We had 0 homicides. We had 1 sex abuse case. We had 5 assault with dangerous weapon cases. We had 1 robbery. We had 1 robbery. We had 18 property crimes. A year ago, the same time frame, we were at 28 property crimes. We had 1 burglary, 7 theft from autos, 7 thefts, and 3 motor vehicle thefts, and 0 arsons. Looking at the crime map in the Penn Branch community, we had 1. Actually, we had 2 reported crimes in the Penn Branch community over the last 30 days. 1 was a theft from auto, and the other crime was a motor vehicle theft. And both of those are on the Pennsylvania Avenue in the Penn Branch shopping center. Of those 2 crimes in the Penn Branch community. I spoke with Inspector Alturi today, and he did mention the park on Pope Street. We did talk about that earlier today and addressing that with the troops. We did have new troops assigned to us from the main station. And so we're gonna bring them up to speed on all the issues that's going on in the Penn Branch community and with the park. Any questions so far?
No, I'm good. Don't see any hands raised.
Okay, I noticed this is the last meeting for the summer break, but if anyone needs me, I'm gonna give my email out to everyone again. Mr. Benton, you know you can reach me anytime. You have any concerns throughout the summer. Don't wait till September. Let me know what's going on, or let me know what your concerns or needs are so we can get right on it. But everyone can email me. It's my name, Mark, M-A-R-K, dot, my last name. It's Marable, M-A-R-A-B as in boy, L-E, at dc.gov. Just shoot me an email with any concerns you have. I'll get right back with you. Or any resources that you may need, and we can make it happen over the summer months, okay?
Great, yeah, thank you for that.
No problem.
Cool. All right, any questions for Officer Maribel before he goes?
Stay safe out there.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
I guess I have one quick question, Officer Maribel. On Saturday night, there was a round of fireworks at, I think it was Texas and Nash. Did you hear anything about that? There was complaints of like cars being damaged and also houses.
Actually, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. But what's going on? We are getting ready to put together a fireworks team, and they're going to be riding around looking for illegal fireworks and people shooting off fireworks. So if you do have complaints of the fireworks that's exploding in the air, do put in a call to us so we can at least get in the area to see what's going on. That way, we can put out the team that we have riding around. They will confiscate the fireworks and turn them over to the fire department for destruction. So don't hesitate to call us on the illegal fireworks calls, and so we can at least get our troops in the area to look into it, because it's going to be going on from now until probably 1 week after the 4th. But anything that explodes or fly through the air is illegal in the District of Columbia. So we are on that, and we will have, I believe it's going to be at least 4 officers that'll be mainly handling that detail.
Okay. Okay.
I have a question also for Officer Maribel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, almost every night there's some cars racing from Pennsylvania Avenue. You just can hear it almost the same time every night. I would say probably starting about 12 after midnight to about 4 in the morning. Just 3 or 4 or 5 different times you hear racing all along the avenue. So, do you know anything about? Have you heard anything or what's been done to address that?
Yes, that's happening all over the city. Those are muscle cars that you're hearing with the loud exhaust systems.
Right.
That's racing up and down. They're all over the main roads, every main thoroughfare. We're getting complaints in reference to that. So what we're doing is we have our units. They are on the lookout for illegal driving activities, and they are fully aware. We also are talking about getting more speed cameras in the area along that Pennsylvania Avenue corridor for the speeders. Since we will not be allowed to engage them, we are in the area, but we can't engage them because they want us to chase them. They're not going to stop for us for the traffic stops. So what we're doing is we're just trying to make them a little uncomfortable by showing high visibility in the areas. Are they
getting a citation? I mean that's a deterrent. Are they getting a citation, or you can't even pick it up because there's no speed camera? Well, I know there's speed cameras. I mean, there's cameras. So,
but they know where they are, so they'll go slow through those points. But we're hoping that we can relocate the cameras. Everybody is comfortable where the cameras are now, so they know where to slow down at, and then pick their speed back up. Yes, they will get a citation on those tag numbers if they do go through those intersections. But as far as traffic stops, one-on-one encounters with a direct officer, that's kind of hard to do right now because of the nature. They don't want us, chasing any vehicles for traffic related incidents. So we have to be careful with how we engage them. If we see them, the officers will try to make a traffic stop on them, but once they take off, we're told to cut the police lights off and leave them be, because the risk is not the reward.
Officer Marble, DDOT will assist you in that task, and they are brand new miniature traffic cameras, and we've signed reciprocity with Maryland and Virginia, so I don't give a gosh darn what state they came from. They will pay to play. So I'll send you the contacts at DDOT so your team and Sylvan can start working with.
Thank you. That'll work.
Okay. Thank you.
I see a question from Rosemary. Yep.
Yeah. What number do we call about the fireworks?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
There's a telephone number we're supposed to call about the fireworks?
Yes, right now, I don't have it now, but email me and then I can get it to you because that will be coming forward probably sometime this week.
Okay.
And I can forward it out to you all. So yeah, just email me with a reminder notice and I'll put that information out. But right now, for illegal fireworks, just call 911. Because all the officers know what to do, even if they're not on the detail. They know if they come across those fireworks, we will confiscate them and turn them over to the fire department.
Okay, great. Thank you.
No problem.
Cool. And I don't see any more questions for Officer Maribel. All right. All right. Hey, I don't see any more questions, Officer Maribel. I appreciate you giving your report. And
Okay.
we got a question.
Okay.
Stephanie, go ahead. Go ahead, Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie, you're muted.
It was just a clap. Thank you.
Oh, that was a clap. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah, she wanted
thank
to
you.
clap, Stan. Don't
Yeah, I
worry.
wanted to clap.
She had to
Thank
clap.
you.
She
Excitement
couldn't
of,
let it go.
excitement of the day.
We were just so excited, Stan.
All right, I appreciate it. All right, cool. Yeah, thanks, Officer Maribel. Appreciate
All
it. Now, I'll see you September, I suppose.
Sure.
Well, I guess one more quick question.
Sure.
The National Night Out, has that been settled on yet?
No, that's not yet.
All right, cool.
They haven't
Cool.
settled on it yet.
Great. Hey, have a great summer, sir.
Okay,
Sir.
you too. You all too.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Okay, cool. Great. Okay, hey, next we have Marie to read the minutes of last month's meeting.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay? My computer is acting up a little bit, so just
You're
holler
good.
out.
You're good.
Okay. So from the last meeting in May, Officer Maribel gave the public safety report. Last month, crime was down from a year ago as well, with 19 crimes in 605. There were 0 homicides, 3 assault with deadly weapon, 2 robberies, 0 burglaries, 3 thefts from autos, and 6 stolen autos. In Penn branch, there were 2 crimes, 1 at the 7-Eleven. Also, a new inspector is running the 60 substation. So Captain Altieri introduced himself and shared his contact information. Our treasurer, Mo Williams, gave the Treasury Report. $250 was deposited into the account in April 2021, and the balance in the account as of the end of April was $2,596.99. Member Joan McKenzie discussed the 9/11 Memorial Park cleanup and the new plantings from the Anacostia Watershed Society. Paul Grant, our communications director, discussed how he and his wife Tracy received the DC Humanities Grant to conduct oral histories of Penn Branch residents. Our guest, Letitia Atkins, the director of Pennsylvania Ave Main Street, which is operated through the Marshall Heights Community Development Organization, gave a pretty lengthy presentation about the organization, its mission, the stakeholders, different heads of the subcommittees, and the accomplishments to date. And we have her contact information if anybody needs it. Let's see, and that actually took up quite a bit of time. And then one Penn Branch Community Association member expressed concern about the new tobacco shop in the shopping plaza across Pennsylvania Avenue. And there was a discussion about that with Ms. Atkins, and Commissioner Nash and Ms. Paul also jumped in and provided some information. So that is everything. Is there a motion to enter the minutes into the record as read?
I move that the minutes be accepted as read.
I second it.
Motion has been moved and properly seconded.
Great, thanks everybody.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Marie. Appreciate that. Hey, is Mo on the line? Mo, our treasurer, Mo. All right. He said he's going to be here tonight. All right. Okay. With that, let's go over to Paul. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Come on, Paul.
Hi, everyone. I am here. Good evening.
All right. Great. I am so glad. So glad to hear.
Yeah,
Hey, how you doing?
I am well. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. I only have 2 things to mention. I just want to first remind everyone that about the Oral History Project. We're looking for those residents or those people who may have moved in the community before 1968. So if you know of anyone in the community, or if you have a family member, or you yourself have been here since 1968 or before, we'd love to talk with you. We are giving a $75 honorarium. You can just email me or give me a call. My number, 202-888-3236. We're hoping to get as many as 12 interviews by October. So again, we appreciate any participants who are willing to share their stories. These interviews do last about 2 hours, and this will be submitted to the DC Public Library, and they will be archived there permanently and a part of the city's permanent record. The second thing I'd like to report is that we have launched a small fundraiser to kick off the summer, and we're selling t-shirts. So if you want to take a look at our new t-shirts,
Yeah.
I will put the link here. If I can find the chat, you can go and purchase a new t-shirt for the low price of $25. And the funds will be used to support the forthcoming dinner dance and to help support our ongoing park cleanup and of both the 911 and Pope Branch Parks. So we definitely appreciate any support there. Thanks so much.
Cool.
Have a great summer, everyone.
Hey, thanks, Paul. Hey, Paul, you got a picture of the t-shirts? Of those lovely t-shirts?
Well, now,
And the colors.
right now the
Yeah.
colors are tan, and then we have a heather gray shirt with the green logo. As of today, there will be a white V-neck shirt for the ladies with the green logo.
Thank you.
That should be there later today or tomorrow. Unfortunately, the vendor did not have the tan color in a V-neck. So we tried.
And
So-
White
may
is
add-
good. White is good.
I may add the color of the t-shirts are in the newsletter.
Thank you very much, Anthony.
No problem, Paul.
Cool.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure that I can, I'll try to upload it to the chat, but the link is in the chat. And you can definitely access the link there to see the shirts and make your order today.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, man. I think they look great, those shirts. Hey, Joan, you got a question?
Yeah, I have a question for Paul. Paul, you mentioned the Pope Branch Park cleanup. When is that occurring? I hadn't heard about that one.
Well, we haven't scheduled it, but we're hoping that as we raise funds, that it'll be for both parks. It'll be for all of our community parks. So that's something that the board will surely plan in for the near future.
Oh, is that the park that goes from Texas Avenue to M Street?
I think the little community park we have there, the playground right there
34th. Pope.
on
Oh,
34th
I
Street.
see. Okay, yeah.
That
all
one.
right, all right. I was thinking about the nature trail. Okay.
Oh, no,
All right.
no,
okay,
not that one, not that big.
Okay,
That's too huge.
that would be too huge.
Well,
Yeah,
depending on how much we raise. That's up to
DGF
the
takes
community.
care of it. Let them keep taking care.
yeah, we need to get DDOE involved with that one.
I apologize for that confusing statement.
No problem.
You good? You good? Cool. Yeah, right. Hey, thanks, Paul. Yeah, and thanks for the great job on t-shirts. I really do think they look great. Those shirts, good looking shirts. I already ordered mine. I'm looking forward to getting them.
I'm ordering mines tomorrow.
All right, cool.
Me as well.
Thank you. I miss you that way, but thank you. Hey, is Mo back on the line? Or Mo on the line? Cool. No. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna give Mo's Treasury Report. I'm having like a printer issue. You see me jumping around because I'm having printer issues. I tried to print off a copy of our last statement, but instead I printed off like at least 20 pages of one page. And I don't know why. I had to find the plug and unplug this thing. All right, cool. Anyway, for our treasury statement. Now I'm looking up. Hang on. You're right with you. I can't do it. Hang on. So now I'm skipping next. I'm skipping over to the block captains. My old gig as block captain chairperson. Okay, and for that I have a couple of new neighbor announcements. We have Malik and family. They're on the 3200 block of Nash Street. Malik is there with his wife and his younger daughter. And I learned today that his neighbor, his next door neighbor, Deborah, she's actually celebrating her 57th birthday today. Balloons and whatnot outside our house. Saw that today. And we have another neighbor at the end of Highwood here, at the 3600 block of Highwood. We have Cynthia Breville, Brevil. She just moved here with her young daughter. So if you see them in the neighborhood, be sure and welcome them to our neighborhood. Okay. Hey, with that, I'm going to turn it over to Joan. Joan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How's
All
everybody?
right. Doing well, doing well. Would you like to speak a little bit about the park and our park planting and whatnot?
Yes, I will. I'll just give a short update on the park. We, as you know, on May 15th, Saturday, we had a group of volunteers come out to plant the plants that were given to us by the Anacostia Watershed Society. I will add that the weather was perfect, nothing like today, just beautiful, no humidity. It was really, really fabulous. We got about 30 plants, native plants, and we planted them, we cleaned the park, and had about probably like 10 huge bags of trash and pruning and debris that got picked up by DPW. So the park looks really good now. And what we're doing, the next steps are setting up a watering schedule so that we can make sure that the plants survive the summer. And I think we're looking at watering about 2 times a week. So Stan is setting that up. And if you feel like you can water, we're going to be doing it during weekdays, either Monday and Thursday or Tuesday and Friday. So if you feel like you can go out and water the garden, that would be really appreciated. Please let Stan know. We have a hose. Our neighbor, Victoria, who has the fenced yard right next to the park, is allowing us to use her water and her hose attachment. So we have a hose that you can bring out to the garden and water. It's best to water in either the morning or the evening. That hose is easily accessible from Victoria's yard. The other next steps that we're doing is I'm waiting on a sign, a pollinator sign from the Anacostia Watershed Society that was included as part of the grant from them. So when we get that, we'll put up a sign. It's really cute and interesting sign, and particularly for the kids, it's got little caricatures of pollinators and stuff. So I'm looking forward to putting that sign up. And then we are running a fundraiser to raise money to replace the bench and to improve the walkways in the park. So currently I will be looking at researching some bench proposals, and then we'll select one and purchase it and have it installed in the park. So the park looks great. Take a stroll down and take a look at it, and it's a work in progress, but it really looks much improved from where it was before we worked on it on the 15th. So that's it. And if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to try and answer them.
Cool. And while you were talking, Joan, I'll put the sign up for the watering in the chat down below, so people can jump on over there and grab a spot to sign up and water. Cool. I should also throw a big thank you to Victoria. Well, first of all, to Joan for doing this whole thing, and also to Victoria for letting us use our water, because as we all know, water is expensive. But we will reimburse her. We just haven't figured out how to do that yet. And let's see. And also Kyle Murphy, he donated some mulch. He loaded up his pickup truck and drove it down there. I think it was last weekend, and we helped spread some mulch. So that was cool. It's great that so many people are just jumping in and helping out with this. And the plants look good. I was worried about them dying because it's like hot outside and whatnot, but they look good, look great. All right, cool. So thank you, Joan. Any questions for Joan before we move on? Hey, what you got, Marie?
I don't have a question for Joan. I just have, I wanted to let you know, Stan, that I have the numbers from our board meeting on the Treasury. If you'd like me to, I went back and looked at my minutes. If you want me to share them.
Thank you for that. Yeah. I wish where were you like 10 minutes ago? No, yeah, thank you for that. And I misspoke on those meetings, on those numbers, because I'll give them, because I misspoke. So okay. So for the Treasury, thanks again, John. So we're moving on to the Treasury's report. For the Treasury, on May 1st, we had $2,596.99. We brought in $690. 415 of that was donations, but 275, that was a reimbursement from the IRS. We when you put in your application for the for the nonprofit, to get your nonprofit status reinstated, you had to pay a fee, $275. That first application that was submitted, before our time, it got rejected, so they refunded that money, and we just got it back right when our nonprofit status got approved. But back to that in a second. Back to the Treasury Report. So on May 31st, our ending balance on May 31st is $3,286.99. All right. I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes. I always mess that up. I was trying to make a motion.
I move for us to accept the Treasury Report as provided by Mr. Benton.
I second
Thank you.
the motion.
Thank you, Ms. Paul, and thank you, Joan. Sweet, thank you for that. Yeah, and as I was just saying earlier, that one of the, because of news item for us is that we have our nonprofit status reinstated. We are now an official nonprofit, so we can do nonprofit things, I suppose. And one of those things is actually giving out community hours. As you may or may not know, the DC public school, they require, I think it is 100 for the students to graduate high school. They require, I believe it's 100 community hours for them to graduate. Now we are able to give out community hours, and one of the ways we may do that is through the newsletter delivery. If a Black Captain doesn't want to deliver it him or herself, they can ask me or tell me, then I can get a student to deliver it, and we can give them the hours for that. All right, cool. Any questions about that before I move on?
I just want to add one other comment, and your donations are tax deductible.
Yeah, and also the cool thing, and they all these donations to us are deductible because it goes back to it's as if we didn't even lose our nonprofit status. So every donation you gave us, it is
Tax deductible.
Tax deductible. Thank you.
That's the big seller. That's the big seller, being tax deductible, because that's how I'm begging for money for y'all.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, okay. Well, hey, since you're talking, Ms. Paul, I think we mentioned last week about the electric in the park, the power in the park that Ms. Paul is trying to get for us. And because we're a nonprofit, we can actually get that, so that can move along.
Yes, that's moving along, and they're doing the design work, which will be reviewed by the senior managers and then approved, and then they can move forward. But I was happy to hear from them.
All right, cool. Hey, Ms. Paul, I've been doing this for about 5-6 months now, and you've been pretty quiet through all these meetings. So do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I just want to encourage you guys to keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a fantastic job. I just like to stay behind the window, knowing that I'm giving 110% of me to this community, whatever it is you're doing.
Cool. Thank you, Ms. Paul. I do appreciate that. Your low-key approach here. Much appreciated. Thank you. Appreciate that. Seriously, you do a lot of good for the neighborhood. I've always thought that. Well, okay. Hey, we're moving on to our headliners of the night. That is our A&C commissioners. Wish I could do like a drum roll sound or something. But I see Commissioner Nash, but I'm not seeing the Commissioner Humphrey. But anyway, so I'm gonna give the floor to Commissioner Nash. How you doing, Sydney?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Inviting us. I don't think Commissioner Humphrey is here. I'm not seeing him. He might have seen your email and thinking that it'll be a little later, but we can get started and move on. Yeah, we're happy to be here and happy to share this evening. I have just a teeny tiny PowerPoint. I thought we'd all get on the same page. Nothing fancy. I'm not that creative. I probably should call to help me. But just so we get all on the same page, let's see if I can make this work. All right.
We got it.
Got it. Great. So as Stan said, Commissioner Sydney Smith Nash, representing 7B04 The other commissioner for Penn Branch is Commissioner D.L. Humphrey, and he represents SMD 7B07. So I know most of you know this information, but there may be some new neighbors who have no idea what an ANC, in other words, Advisory Neighborhood Commission is. It's a nonpartisan neighborhood body of elected representatives called Advisory Neighborhood Commissioners. So when you say ANC, you could be talking about, when you're talking about the body, it's the commission. And when you're talking about the persons on the body, it's still ANC. The commissioners. The commissioners serve without pay and are elected during the general election on even years. So we just had elections last November 2020, because it's an even year. The ANC gives local residents a vehicle to voice their concerns to the city government. There are currently 40 ANCs. The ANCs are then divided into smaller geographic areas called single member districts, each covering about 2,000 residents. Each commission might have a different number of SMDs depending on where the area is. Some are larger than others, some have 2, some have, I think the largest commission has 12 SMDs, but each SMD covers about the same number of residents, and that's 2,000. So just a little bit of the history. ANC was created as a part of Home Rule in 1974, and they began operating in 1976, intended to serve as neighborhood, if you will, mini councils that advise the government on neighborhood and local, hyper-local problems. ANCs cannot make or pass laws. So that's a big difference from many of the other elected officials. I guess the biggest difference is we aren't paid. The role of the advisory neighborhood commissions and commissioners, one is that they are the neighborhood's voice in advising the government. And I said that earlier, but that was a really big deal when the ANCs were created, that neighborhoods had voice in how the government, in what the government knew about what was going on in their neighborhoods, not just at a ward level, but in individual neighborhood levels. District agencies are required to give great weight to ANCs. In other words, they're required, they don't have to implement recommendations that ANCs make, but they are required to give it great weight, particularly where zoning is concerned. District government agencies cannot take actions on issues that will significantly affect a neighborhood without going through the ANC. So that's why if you attend some of the 7B meetings, you'll see that we have to vote on zoning issues. For example, the exception for Chipotle to come into the Penn Branch Shopping Center. That's, like I said, my quick and dirty PowerPoint to make sure we're all on the same page. This is how you can reach us. ANC 7B, that should say dot, not at. ANC7b.dc.gov. That is the ANC 7B website. On that website, all of the information about the commissioners for 7B is located there. All of the phone numbers, addresses, and email addresses on that site, as well as the times and the links right now for the Zoom links for our meetings. We have a executive committee meeting the first Thursday of every month, and the public meeting, the regular community meeting, on the third Thursday. There's the individual email addresses for Commissioner Humphrey and I, and I'm going to stop this PowerPoint right there and send it back to all of you. Let's figure out how do I stop this here. Okay.
Wait.
I see Commissioner Humphrey's on the line. Okay, great.
Yes, I am. Thank you so very much, Commissioner Nash. I'm sorry for my tardiness. I'm actually on, as some of you all know, today is Super Tuesday, so we have several meetings that's taking place. I was on 7E call. Deputy Mayor Wayne Turner just going over the mayor's budget and kind of breaking that situation down over there. And I guess my portion of this particular part is to kind of give the duties of the ANC. So I'll try to be brief as possible. Each ANC may advise the District of Columbia, the mayor and the executive agency, and all independent agencies, boards and commissions of the government, the District of Columbia, with respect to the proposed matters of district government policy, including but not limited to anything regarding planning, streets, recreation, social services, programs, education, health, safety, budget, and sanitation, which affects the commission. Also, where we may employ staff in a span for public purposes within the neighborhood commission area, public funds and other funds to donate to it. And we have such powers and duties that as may be provided by the act of the council. So basically what all that means is that kind of give the low and skinny part is that the ANC is kind of your first avenue when it comes to any type of situation in which that is affecting and impacting your neighborhood. Whether that be, I take for example, I live on N Street, the 3400 block of N Street. We have had for quite some time a matter of speeding of cars that would just fly down N Street going up to 80 to 90 miles per hour. We have children that live on this block. And so one of the main things was to try to do a traffic comma study, which that winds up taking 180 days or so, and getting the DDOT to actually install speed humps. And so that's one of the things in which that, we can do. When it comes to the crime situations, such agencies, I have been, heavily involved with a lot of the crimes that has happened in Ward 7, as far as, making sure that we have some type of community response that comes from the ANC, comes from, whatever title in which that I've had, that I'm wearing at that particular moment. But and as Commissioner Nash stated, no, we're not paid. And, it is, as people say, a thankless job, but it's a necessary job in which that, we have to make sure that we're here for the community. I remember times in which that certain agencies would not go with the public or with the people when it comes to their vote. And that becomes very problematic because we are here for the people. That's what we're elected by the people, and that's what we're supposed to serve and make sure that we're doing exactly not what we want to do, but what the people that have elected us to do. And so, with that being said, I'll take any questions or I will turn it back over to President.
Cool. Hey, thank you, Commissioner Humphrey. Thank you, Commissioner Nash. Hey, one question, but does anybody have a question for the commissioners? Move on.
Yes, we have a lot of new neighbors, Mrs. Nash and Mr. Humphrey, who really don't know which streets split you between one another. Because at one time, Mr. Benton, we only had a single commissioner back in the day before they redistrict us. So if Ms. Nash could tell what street she covers and then followed by Mr. Humphrey, that would be a great aid to our new neighbors.
So, oops. Oh, thanks, Stan.
Hey, you're welcome.
I have a question,
Humphrey.
Okay. Wait, let's
hang on one second, Caroline. Hang on 1 second.
Okay, okay.
Cool. That's about the best I can get it. Can everybody see that? Do you want to try and describe, Commissioner Nash,
Sure.
what your
Sure. So the lines are really crazy. That's all. That's the only way I know to say it. Our Penn branch is split in two, as was mentioned, and you could live on one side of the street and be in SMD 7 BO4 and live on the other side and be in SMD 7 BO7. So the dividing line in Penn Branch is, if you, let's see, where you stand. Where you
I'm
see
sorry, Eric.
7B04,
Oh.
that's the SMD that I represent inside.
here.
Yeah.
I see it
and
right here.
the dividing line really is where I said it's on one side of the street and the other is Highwood. Right off of Carpenter, when you're coming from Pennsylvania, you turn right, one side of the street is in my SMD and the other side is in Commissioner Humphrey's SMD. The same is true of Texas, which come back
Sorry. There
all
we
the
go.
way back. Yeah.
Texas.
The same is true of Texas. And in Penn Branch, you can go back over. I think that's pretty much where the dividing line, going down
Highwood Drive.
Yeah, go back down Highwood Drive. It's there as well.
Yeah, Highwood.
Right. Yeah. So that's in Penn Branch, that's the dividing line. Now, SMD 7B04, the one that I represent, goes also up into Hillcrest, parts of DuPont Park. It's a really windy, parts of Randall Highlands. It's a really windy SMD. I go all the way down to Minnesota Avenue.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
So
I'm really stressed on my computer here, actually. Minnesota? Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it goes all the way down, yeah.
Wow.
If you down branch to Randall Circle and then right,
Randall.
all the way in there. And all the way up. If you go to the ANC, the general AMC website, you can find who your commissioner is. If you ever just put your address in and it'll come up. This is the website that Stan is on. You can get it from the anc.dc.gov website. It'll say find your ANC and you can put your address in and it'll tell you who your commissioner is.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as I stop sharing my screen, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
Cool.
So with my area, I cover the Twining area, the Fort Davis area, some of Penn Branch as well. Like I stated, that Highwood Drive is kind of our borderline, is one of the borderlines there. Alabama Avenue is also in my single member district as well. If anyone who has traveled Alabama Avenue, they can see where majorly responsible for getting Alabama Avenue repaved, and I wanted to make sure the entire Alabama Avenue get repaved. And also when it comes to Fort DuPont Park, if anyone remembers the craters that was in that park, for years, they kept patching it. And as I became ANC, I said that was one of my projects that I wanted to make sure to get taken care of. And as you can see, that entire Fort DuPont Park, that area has been entirely repaved. And so that, and I have Randall Circle as well. And I border ANC 7B, as 7B04, of course, with Commissioner Nash, and I border ANC 7F and ANC 7E. So, and actually Ward 8 as well too. So that's some of my borders in which that we have.
All right, cool. Hey, thank you for that. Hey, Carolyn, are you still there?
We also have questions from Ms. Evans and Ms. Alexander.
Yes, we do. Thank you. Ms. Evans, what you got?
Hello, and thank you for this presentation. I was just curious.
Hello. I was speaking. So what happens? Humphrey's still there?
I guess it was on mute there, Carolyn. I guess, but I don't know what happened.
Okay, is Humphrey still there?
Yeah, he is still here. Since you're on the phone, so
okay.
Go right ahead, Carolyn. I'm sorry.
Okay, Humphrey. I want to hear Humphrey.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I've been trying to call you since I got back home from the assisted living facility where I had my prosthesis, but I haven't been able to get in contact with you. So it's good to hear your voice and know that all is well with you. How can I get in contact with you? I dialed your cell, but you never did call back.
Well, my personal cell, and I guess it becomes a personal and community cell phone number because I done gave it out so many times. Give me a call on 276-202-276-3307.
Wait a minute, 276?
Yes, 3307.
Okay, hold 276. Okay,
33
07. 07.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Humphrey, I need to talk to you. Thank you. Thanks, Dad.
No problem. You take care. Glad to hear your voice.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you,
Humphrey. Thankful to be home.
Hey, amen to that. Glad all is
Amen.
well.
Thank God for saving. Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, Ms. Ray. Take care.
You're quite welcome. You too.
And Dr. Evans, I'm sorry about that. Can you ask your question, please?
Okay, thanks. I was just wondering, thanks for being here. We've been trying to get our easement fixed and we understand, or repaired. We understand that it's private property, but in my easement, we have a few retirees. So basically folks cannot really afford the cost that it would cost to everyone pitch in this little quadrant and pay for repair of the cement. So I was wondering if either the ANC or if Ms. Paul might know of any kind of grants or any kind of, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. We've even gone to 7 on Your Side to try to get some help, but our neighbors, the 4 neighbors whose homes are on this easement just cannot afford the cost of what it would pay to pave our easement, and it's becoming worse by the minute. Okay. So we're just wondering if anyone's aware of a grant or some sort of program that we could perhaps apply to even get some help with paving our easement.
Okay. Somehow there I am. Yes, Miss Evans has been trying to do this for as long as it took us to do the park near her, which was 15 years. The policy of the city, ANC commissioners, honorable president, is that you cannot put tax dollars on private roads. But Dr. Evans, there is a way out. There is a DCHD grant. One of your neighbors tried to help me knock on your other people's, and I'm just saying that because I don't know their names, doors and get them the forms. If you will send me your email address, I'm at Penn Branch 2005. I will send you the applications so that you can get them to participate in a grant program. It's $85,000 maximum in terms of what they would be provided through the DCHD grant. This is funding that comes to that agency from HUD, and it can be used to replace windows, doors, egress, ingress locations such as what you're looking to repair. Now, it will only do those areas from in front of those persons that can afford it, cannot afford it, and are seniors. Those are the 2 caveats. They have to be seniors and they can't afford it. Other persons, because I know at one point a younger person moved into your easement. So, and they're gonna assume you filthy rich and you can't afford your piece. And they will give you a list of contractors that you all as a group living together, I think it's 4 homes or 5 homes, can present what they would do, because they need to make sure they take care of the drainage when they do the massive repair. So I will send that to you. And a second program that I will send you that I'd like to, if I have 2 seconds to report, we started at Public Works started working with DDOE on their new program, so for Solar for All. And Mr. Benton, I am pleased to report that Mrs. Hall not only got approved, her Pepco bill is going to go down by 50% into perpetuity. She got a brand new, at no cost to her, air conditioner installed today.
Good.
She will get insulation in her attic. And I forgot what you call the insulation that goes around the doors. That will be done next Tuesday. At the end of the month, the final piece that she gets is brand new windows. Again, it's a DDOE program sponsored by the Department of Energy. It's a two-step application program. Solar for All does not mean solar on your roof. It means that the Department of Energy you remember Benning Road where we took down the furnaces? They have now built a solar farm there. There are 1,500 solar panels that are generating electricity. So what they do when you're approved is take your account number and say, I'm not going to send you through the diesel fuel. I'm going to send you through your energy, through my solar that's sitting right here in the District of Columbia that you argued and fought for. River Tourists, we need to thank them as a community who pushed for more natural energy in that location. So she along with 10 other people have applied in our community. Mrs. Battle is the second one up and will start receiving the same things I just described that Ms. Hall has gotten and will continue to get.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's great, Miss Paul. And that's Miss Hall. That's the lady that actually does our baskets for us. Is that right?
Yes, she does.
Wait.
She does the beautiful welcome baskets that you now need 3.
Wait, 3. Okay.
Can I ask one question to our commissioner, Ms. Nash?
Can I just, I just
I'm
want to say
sorry.
thank you, Alberta, Ms. Paul. And could you tell me your email address again? Is it Penn Branch 2005?
Yes, at AOL.com.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you for your time, everyone. Thank you.
Ms. Nash, is it okay to announce the thing that your commission did for our community?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I am pleased, Mr. President, and all of my neighbors to say that ANC 7B, Mr. Humphrey too, voted almost unanimously because one of the slots are empty at 7B. So a unanimous vote to give $500 to the 9/11 Park Initiative. And so Mr. Benton and our treasurer should be receiving that forthwith.
Yeah, thank you for that. That's great. Huge. Yeah, thank you. Cool. Hey.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, let's see. Yvette Alexander, I believe you have a question. I see your hand raised.
Yes,
thank you for your
thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'll be really brief. This is really not a question, more of a request for Commissioner Nash. There is a sign, one of your signs that you still have at Highwood Drive in Highwood Place. I didn't want to throw it away, but if you give me permission, I can dispose of it or you can come and pick it up.
You may dispose of it. It's not in someone's yard, it's just on the street?
No.
Yeah, it's in someone's yard. It's really in space. It's on the sidewalk space in the greenery there in the tree box. But I was gonna throw it away, but hey, I don't throw away people's signs without their permission.
Oh, yeah, no, I thought we had picked them all up. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, we can pick it up definitely.
I'll grab it. It's right outside my window.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
Everyone have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, cool. All right. Any more questions for the commissioners? No. Cool. Well, okay. Hey, this is our, like I said earlier, this is our last meeting before our summer break. our next meeting will be in September. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something before I close this out. Okay, well, on that note, before I close it out, any more questions? All right, cool. Hey, thank you all. Thank you really so much for being here. It's I guess it's really not a lovely day. It's kind of hot and sticky out there, but nonetheless, thank you for coming out, and thank you, Commissioners Nash and Humphrey. Thank you for giving your presentation, because it's a question that's often asked. Yes.
Okay, Stan, you still coming past?
That's that. Well, hold on. That sounds. Yes, I am. But hang on. I think I got a question from. Is that Jacqueline on here?
Yes, yes, it is. How are you this evening?
Doing well. How about yourself? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to inquire about elections for this coming year. I don't have the bylaws in front of me, but I do believe that there was at the end of this year, and as we come back from the summer break, that it will be time to start thinking about or planning for elections for some of the officers to roll off. So,
or continue on.
or continue on. Yes. So just wanted to bring that up in case you hadn't thought about it or planned for it over the summer. That's something to add to the agenda.
Thank you for that. And I also don't have it on top of my head, but I do believe it's Kyle, our first vice president spot. He will have the option to move on. And I believe our second one is Natia, our parliamentarian. Oh, forgive me if I get that wrong there, Natia. And does anybody know who our third spot might? No way, our secretary. Secretary Marie Fritz, Dr. Marie Fritz. She may or may not be rolling on. Those are the three who will be up for the election or re-election.
Okay.
And we come back. Hey, thank you, Jack, for pointing that out. Appreciate that.
That's a good pointing out, but I'm old-fashioned. The momentum that you have going, it's so important. And I would encourage you all as an executive body to take a look at the bylaws, which can always be amended by the board taking a look at it, presenting it at the first meeting, because community building is a difficult task. And I would really encourage modification of that element of the bylaws, which says you roll people off. Let everybody consistently serve minimally 2 years. I would ask for that to be considered.
Ms. Paul, as we had, discussed and presented last year before the elections, the whole point of introducing that as an option of some officers rolling off was to maintain continuity with some of the officers without having all of the officers rolling off at the same time. We had some difficulties with that over the last 2 administrations, and this was an idea that was presented that would help us maintain continuity, exactly what you're talking about, throughout the different administrations. So certainly the board will have the option to make amendments or not, but I think that the way it's set up now was the best way we came up with to maintain continuity across the administration.
Okay. On that note, I want to say thank you. Thank you, Jacqueline, and thank you, Ms. Paul.
You're welcome.
It is definitely noted. I mean, I do understand what you're saying. Okay. Hey.
Have a great summer.
Hey, great. Yeah, you too. Have a great summer. Okay. At this point, I would like to make a motion to adjourn our meeting.
Come on. I second it.
All right. So, thank you. Thank you, Real.
Stan, you still coming past?
I am still coming past. I'm gonna jump on my bike as soon as I log out.
Everybody stay safe.
Right,
Thank you.
Please,
Bye-bye.
please stay safe.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Susan.
Good summer. Good night. Have a good summer.
Thank you, Black Captains. I forgot to thank the Black Captains again. They're all gone now, except for one. But thank you, Black Captains, for delivering that letter. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great summer. We're here if you need us. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Cool. All right.